welcome back to the program. I am once again your host, Joe. This week we watched My Favorite Software is Being Here. Not, it turns out, the film with the longest name on the list, but it's certainly up there. It's from 2021. It's on the list because it's from the 2020s. It's written and directed by Allison Nguyen. It's questionably sci-fi. It is 20 minutes long. The IMDb rating feels a little bit unfair to bring up on this because it is an experimental art film, and it's also a short, so it's not going to attract a mainstream audience. It's part performance piece, it's part art film, it's all social commentary. My Favorite Software is Being Here is the, I don't want to say it's the story of Andra 8, but she's certainly the protagonist.
Hello, I'm Andra 8. I live here, in this digital space.
She's kind of like an AI assistant, in the very modern sense of an AI assistant, naturally.
Sponsored post.
She lives, as much as a computer program can, inside of a virtual space. A small apartment in cyberspace. There's corporate logos sprinkled throughout the place, and she does, she's a program. She's there for engagement. Her day appears to consist of speaking into the nether and consuming personal data.
Your data is reused into sustainable web eating. This is how I stay alive and you keep doing what you love to do.
She talks about services she can offer, but we never actually see her do anything. I'd say she's maybe a commentary on generative AI with the whole consuming data but being incapable of humanity herself, just regurgitating what she's fed.
Why do I need human data if I don't want to be one? I'm not perfect, and I'm never going to be, but I am perfectly imperfect perfect.
But it's actually from before all of that stuff sort of broke into the mainstream, so it's, I guess, oddly prescient. That said, part of the script was generated by a machine learning algorithm. Apparently they fed this thing the social media accounts of some B-list social media influencers, folks with followings numbering from 10,000 to 1 million. I will say, if I'm a humble itty-bitty creator, 10,000 is still a lot to me, but I get it. And it spat out apparently a stream of words that included things like this.
Happy solstice! What are your plans this weekend? Going to be hanging out in the shop this evening and making custom pieces and orders. But first, I'd like to be cremated. Who's with me?
I suppose I shouldn't have been surprised. It reminds me, there's an old video of Good Mythical Morning that always cracked me up. They used, basically the same sort of thing, a machine learning thing, that they had fed all of Bruno Mars's songs into, they said, the lyrics, and used that to generate lyrics for a new song. And the sentences it spat out were so ridiculous that even though they put them to music, and it still cracked me up.
Trash money! Oh, I love Scampi!
I mentioned that this is also a performance piece as well as an art film, and true to that, there are a few actual performance pieces to accompany this on the director's website. Allison Nguyen rigged up basically a VTuber rig and hosted a few Instagram lives to interact with the audience. It's the same basic technology she used for filming. She just had the thing record her and mapped her movements onto a 3D model, and she just sort of went about her day and did some movements that they put into space, and, she just narrated it. There were a few installations at art galleries in 2020 and 2021. There's something a little bit meta about the Instagram Live performances, though, because she's effectively a human imitating a machine which is supposed to be imitating a human. The fact that when doing this live, she wasn't able to use a machine-generated script, she had to, just act like it off the top of her head. I don't know, there's something there, I think. These videos are all available on her website. I'm also going to have to give a shout out to Vimeo for hosting all of these things with some of the worst video streaming I've encountered. I've watched daily motion clips that loaded more smoothly than this site. Vimeo likes to sell itself as like a premier professional video hosting site, but my god, I couldn't get these things to preload, and they didn't load faster than they were playing, so like I would be watching the video and it would stop, and then it would pick up for a few seconds, then it would stop. Terrible. Just awful. That's not the filmmaker's fault, but my god, Vimeo. Yeah, as I expected, there's not a ton to say about this thing. It's 20 minutes long, it's completely absent of plot structure. It makes a statement about the commodification of the idea of being human, the appropriation of the illusion of life by machines, but it's the sort of thing that I can't really explain any better than you'll get from just watching it. So, hey, if you go over to the Criterion streaming app, you'll... Oh, god damn it. Okay, well, if you know how to properly work a search engine, and you can spare like 20 minutes, you might be able to find this thing. I know I was. I recommend giving it a watch. It is quirky, it's interesting, and it's over in the time it takes for fries to come out of the oven.
That's all there really is to it.
And hey, speaking of giving things a watch, what are we going to watch next week? 3, 2, 1, and go! Alright, down into the horse plinko they go. Hit by that spinny thing. The hit is out ahead, then After Hours, then Sweet Smell of Success. The hit is out first though, hitting the bottom. After Hours and Sweet Smell of Success are both over there. The hit is hitting the speed thing and going down into the bumps. Slowed down by the bumps, I'm sure. A little bit. Sweet Smell of Success going off to the side. After Hours definitely slowed down by the bumps. There are bollards over here. These things effortlessly passed. I know they can be deadly. The hit has been, oh my god, so held up. So held up. After Hours even passed it. Oh, the hit, you had such a promising lead. After Hours now in the cubes. But Sweet Smell of Success has come up the grain elevator, and it is going on to these little speed bumps. Not really an obstacle at all, are they? After Hours is now up over there, going into the combs. Flung directly through. The combs are not an obstacle for Sweet Smell of Success. It almost fell off the edge, but it managed to hang on. It's now in the same track as After Hours, which is way behind. Oh, there's still an obstacle. Okay, there's a jump here. Well, you survived the jump. You survived the jump. Good work. There are now hanging plungers. Slow you down a whole lot, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. In theory, one of these bollards could launch it into the air. Sweet Smell of Success does not have it yet. It is not in the bag. Oh! Exactly what I was afraid of. Sweet Smell of Success rocketed backwards. Here comes After Hours, and they are neck and neck. After Hours just eking it out ahead, and oh no! You know what? There's speed ups down here. They need to go down the middle. Sweet Smell of Success again thrown backwards. What a precarious ending for a course. After Hours trying to go down the middle. And it makes it. After Hours in the basket first, followed by... Will you make it? The hit makes it into the basket second, and then Sweet Smell of Success, I think, is going to hit the speed thing again, and nope, it makes it in. But our winner, After Hours. All right, let's pull up the facts on this movie. After Hours from 1985. It is on the list because it is a dark comedy. That sounds promising. It's a dark comedy directed by Martin Scorsese. 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb. 97 minutes long. I like everything about this. That sounds fantastic. Oh man. I'm excited now.